Hello, my beautiful friends. Thanks so much for tuning in. So in today's video, I want to show you what we're doing with our unit study on U.S. government. Is by Gather Round Homeschool. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope that you will stay connected with me. Leave me a comment down below if you're new. I would love to say hello. I haven't done that in a while. I haven't introduced myself, but my name is Heidi. I'm a homeschool mama of 4. One being a baby still. He's not really completely homeschooling, but I'm homeschooling a kindergartner, a 3rd grader, and a 6th grader. So yeah, if you want to see all about this U.S. government, keep watching. I'm going to share all about it here now. So I'll be showing you the teacher's manual really quick. I kind of just wanted to show you how I decided to bind it this time. You can go in all kinds of ways, but I decided to do it this way. I like it. It was easy, and I was lazy, and it works. So I'm going to show you the 20 lessons inside, but I do want to tell you that I will be posting 2 channels down below that I would like you to watch. They actually have very thorough reviews or flip throughs of the levels that I'm covering for this unit. So I would like for you guys to support them as well. And I figured I would support them too and not have to do another flip through. That would be great. So here are the 20 lessons that it covers. And your kiddos will be learning about the Declaration of Independence, what is ratification, the amendments, civil rights, and so forth. You can see here all the lessons that it covers. There's a lot of information, but let me show you how I teach it to my kids. Okay, so let's talk about the levels that I'm doing. I am doing the pre-K, well, not the pre-K, the pre-reader, the early reader, and the middle school level. Those are the levels that I'm doing with this unit. Now, this is a mini unit, which means that they don't cover all the subjects. And they expect you, or they encourage you or expect you, I guess, to do another unit at the same time you're doing this one so that you can get a more like rounded education for that month, because every unit is a month. Even though it's a mini unit, it still comes with 20 lessons. And so as I was looking through it, I realized I can't do this in something else. I just can't, especially now. In the season that I'm in, I just cannot do this in something else. I also wanted just to kind of focus on this unit, especially with it being the elections and everything that's going on. I wanted to learn alongside my kiddos and kind of dig deep with this unit. So even if it's considered a mini unit, we have decided to do it as a single unit, as the only unit that we're doing for the next 20 weeks, or not 20 weeks, 20 days, sorry, 20 days. A lot of the moms have been saying that it's a lot of information. It's very heavy of information, and I totally agree. It's a lot of information. Now, I think that this is more something that between a middle schooler and a high schooler can get a lot more out of it than my 3rd grader and my pre-reader. But they don't expect your kiddos to learn all these facts. They don't expect your pre-reader to know any of these facts. They just expect them to come along for the ride, learn a few things here and there. But what their unit project is, and I believe it's every unit study has a unit project, which means it's something that they work through the whole time that they're doing a unit. So my bigger boys, Jonah and JL, are working on creating their own country and the government for that country and so forth. So it's been a really fun activity to do with them. But JJ, who's my pre-reader, he's just expected to learn some symbols of the United States. So it's not heavy for him in that sense. A lot of it goes way over his head, but he's coloring with us. He's learning names like Benjamin Franklin. He knows who George Washington is and stuff like that. So just a few, not the Electoral College, not the 3 branches of government. He's not learning that per se, but he's learning names and some facts here and there. So he's not expected to learn any of those things. Oh, and he is also learning his country, his state and city where he lives in. So that's another fun activity.
United States.
No, that's the country. New
Jersey.
New Jersey. So you live in the state of New Jersey. Now today, we're going to learn about what city you live in. There's vocabulary in this one that they learn. And there's a lot of writing in here and there. But again, it's only 2 pages as opposed to 4 pages of work, which comes with the regular units. So that's kind of why it's considered a mini unit, because the workload is less too. But again, it's so much information. So how I'm breaking it up, I'm doing a lot of the videos that have been suggested for each lesson. So we watch videos and I read books. That's kind of how we're breaking it up so that it would be a much funner way of learning and not just me reading a lot of facts to them. They've been loving the videos that are part of this unit. For example, the Schoolhouse Rock videos on YouTube are so fun. And Jonah loved the one for Bill of Rights. He loves it. I think he's learning the song. We watch it like all the time. So it's just fun for them to enjoy watching some of these like educational videos and actually really want to learn them. So I love that. So those videos that they recommend are excellent. They're awesome. I do a lot of my own research too. And if I find another video that I want to show my kids on YouTube, I'll show it to them. So that's how I'm getting through it, because it is a lot, but I don't read every single thing. I kind of just like skim through it the night before and I pick what I want to, read. And also a lot of the videos cover some of the reading that you have in your teacher's manual. So I don't have to read it. I can just show it to them in a video. So that's kind of how I've been doing it. JL's learning so much. He's my middle schooler. And he's getting a lot more out of this unit than the other two. And that's fine. That's okay with me. So I wanted to share in this video some of the resources that I'm using and a couple of the books that we've been using. I have gone to the library to get a couple of books, and then I purchased a few of my own. I had some that I also owned that I put in here. And so I'm going to show you all the books, just kind of skim through them. And then I'll quickly show you a picture of my favorite ones that have been so good. They have been so good. So those are all the books that we have actually been using and reading throughout this unit. And if I'm missing one or two, it's because I already returned them to the library by mistake. But here are our favorites. These are absolutely amazing reads, fun reads, full of information, but also very engaging for my kiddos. So I just wanted to give you a skim through them, and I highly recommend these. If you have kids 10 and under, 11 and under, these are great. And then JL, who's my middle schooler, this is the book that he has to read for this unit that I told him to read. And is don't know much about the president. It has information about every single president. And he's been loving learning just these fun details about all the presidents as he reads. So this is another great informational book about each president, and I highly recommend it. Some of the resources that I've used have been like our morning menu. This morning menu actually was an idea from a homeschool mama on the Facebook for Gather Round. And so she provided the printables, and you can choose to use it as a morning menu or just to use it as reference for your unit. So I decided to buy a morning menu from Amazon, and it was very cheap. It wasn't that much money. And we've been loving using this. So what I get out of this morning menu, I've been doing the unit verse, and I've been doing the Pledge of Allegiance, pledge to the Bible. We go over the 3 branches of government, and then we go over a song. So that's kind of how I've been using the morning menu, which is great. And then another resource that I loved pairing with this was from my heritage letter. This is a subscription letter that I get every month. And the one for November was on Susan B. Anthony, which is perfect because we had a lesson about voting and how the voting amendments have been added to the Constitution. We learned all about Susan B. Anthony on a Friday, on a fun Friday, and we did some activities with that, and it was great. So that's one of the resources that I paired with this unit. I also love doing art with the kiddos. So one of the art projects was Rock Your Vote. I explained to the boys that this was a campaign that came out to encourage early or young voters to go out and vote. And then we just colored rocks and we designed them, and it was a lot of fun. So that's one of the projects that I did with them. I also did another art project. We have this book called America the Beautiful, and it is on the song, America the Beautiful, the song. And so it has gorgeous pictures, like watercolor pictures. And so we picked one that we wanted to draw or paint ourselves, and the boys did such a good job. They did such a beautiful job just recreating this image. It was beautiful. So we did that as an art project as well. And then for Fun Fridays, we've been doing more videos and read aloud. I also recommend these books for a fun activity to do with your kiddos. There is famous figures of the American Revolution, the Civil War, and there's others on this, but I've been using it to pair with some of the lessons because they have like Benjamin Franklin. You'll read about him. You read about John Adams. I believe Patrick Henry in one of them, Thomas Jefferson for sure. So these are fun, like a fun activity for them to do. Is just them cutting the actual figures and then putting them together with those fasteners. And they get to play with them. So this is another fun thing that I recommend that I have used for this unit. And here's another resource that I'll link down below. These are from Teachers Pay Teachers, and I use them to reinforce some of the lessons. And then some of the activities for Fun Friday as well are like we have a puzzle that we do for United States, and we also have the game, the Scrambled States of America. That's all I own right now that pairs really nice with this unit. I wasn't gonna buy anything else. I want to leave some of that purchasing for the main units. So, but yeah, so that's kind of how I'm getting through this unit. Again, it is very heavy with the information, but I think it's so worth it. It's so well done. I love it. I love that it has a little bit of everything that has to do with U.S. government from the beginning to like what it is now, voting and so forth, and electoral college. It explains all of it. So I love it. So that's it, you guys. That's all I have for you today. I hope this video was helpful. I hope I did it justice. This is a great curriculum. We have enjoyed it so much. I personally have loved learning all these things with my kiddos. And if you have any questions, leave them down below. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you have enjoyed it. And I hope that I see you on the next video.